go. Welcome back to Open Up with Angel B, where I bring you talent and influential voices in the entertainment industry. And today we have a powerhouse, Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter, and producer, incredible Gabe Roland, aka Dstrk.
What up? District's in the building.
Right, Dstrk's in the building. Born and raised in Kansas City.
You better know it, Kansas City, Kansas. Wyandotte County in the building.
He's been making waves in the music scene, calling Los Angeles home now. His resume speaks for itself. He's collaborated with some of the biggest names in the industry, including Chris Brown, Usher, Dinah, Danny Lay, Janelle Monáe, and Travel Jackson and more, I'm sure.
Yes. Shout out to
Yes,
Trav.
from crafting unforgettable melodies to producing chart-topping hits, his influences is everywhere. And if you guys don't know him, I'm sure you know his work, and you're going to get to know him more today.
Oh, thank you.
So, yes, we're going to dive into your journey today.
Let's get it.
What's next. And, thank you for coming.
Of course.
So, before we start, like sometimes people want to get others drunk so they can open up and spill the tea. So, I'm a health freaky. So, we're going to have our shot here, a ginger shot.
Ginger shot.
Yes.
This actually opens you up.
Let's go.
All of that burning my whole insides up now. I feel opened up now.
Yes. Let's do this.
Let's get it, man. Thanks for
Okay,
having me.
so if you had a theme song for your life right now, to describe your life right now, what that would it be?
Jeez. Oh man, it'd probably something from Disney.
Really?
Yeah, they be writing them songs that are like really intentional.
Mm-hmm.
So I Go the Distance from Hercules.
Oh, that's
You know,
amazing. I wasn't expecting that.
Go the Distance. It's from the Hercules movie. I can do it all. I can go the distance no matter what. Somehow I'll figure it out. I'll be strong. I know every trial will be worth my while.
Yes.
It's a good song. Disney be having them little jewels.
Yes.
Man. So yeah.
Yes.
So that would probably be my Go the Distance from Disney.
I'm going to go back and listen to that. No,
It's a good song.
Yes. Love it. Okay, so you want to tell us how was growing up in Kansas City? How was your childhood?
Man, I was blessed. I'm one of 5 kids. My mom and dad was both in the home, blue collar family, church going family, and they did a really good job of whatever we have versus whatever we didn't have. We didn't know, because our income matched the neighborhoods, so we played outside anyway, So it wasn't like, okay, I got this versus I don't got that. And I was one of them kids who like to turn flips in the yard. So that I really didn't need shoes because no matter what shoes I was wearing, I was going to kick them joints off and do flips. My mom would get so pissed because I wouldn't kick off my socks. And she's like, you are staining your socks with these grass stains. Take off your socks. You know what I'm saying? Always been into music. Started playing drums at church. And, it made church fun to go to because then I was going to play drums when I got there. Got into music. And my family was really supportive. I will say that. I joined jazz band, our middle school jazz band, when I was in the 7th grade. Shout out to Mr. Gary Anders. Rest in love, rest in power, and rest in gratitude, because that man changed my life forever. I auditioned for the jazz band on drums and sent me home with some jazz music to listen to. It blew my mind. And he taught me how to read music, process it, understand it, write it, and I just never stopped.
The best is cool.
Yeah, man. I've
How old you were when you realized, like, okay, I have a talent and I'm gonna pursue it?
birth.
I'm born, right?
Yeah. I've loved music ever since I was a kid, and even being a child, and your uncles come over and they play some hip hop music that, my folks, they didn't really play a lot of rap music in the house. but they did play some good music though. My parents, if he was in my family, my parents were playing like a BB and CC Winans, which are legends and R&B and gospel music. So it ain't like we was listening to something that was lame or trash. Because BB and CC Winans was fire. My other uncles would come over, and that's where I would learn about Dre and Ruthless and just production in and of itself. And my aunties would come over, and that's where you learn about Tony Braxton and Babyface and all of that stuff. So it was just like, music was all around. And I knew I loved it because it was the only thing that made my stomach tickle. Those butterflies, hearing certain sounds, certain chords, taking you back to, oh man, this is amazing. And even now, like, I can go visit an old neighborhood and it's cool, but I don't really get lost in nostalgia. If I hear a song, gone. It's amazing that a song can make me feel more nostalgic than actually going back to my old stomp grounds. And I love that. I love that about music, man.
Music has that power.
It's my therapy for how I want to see it, and it helps me out. It enhances every experience. And what I love about it is, I love 1,000,001 things about it, but I love that everything it is to me, it might be something completely different to you, and it's still good. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like it's gold, man. It's audio gold. It's
Music
amazing.
is life.
Yeah, it is.
And it's healing.
Yes, it is.
Yes, right.
Yes, it is.
So, what was your parents' words or like advice when you decide to come to LA? You're like, hey, I'm packing my bags.
They were like, make sure you get a job. Boy, LA is expensive. Make sure you have some money.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Because my daddy say the same.
Yeah.
My dad was like, now it's on you. You staying there?
Yeah, you staying
Find
there?
a job because
Yeah.
I can help you.
And they wasn't bullshitting, boy, because LA definitely costs. Living out here and living this life costs, but I love it. That was their advice. And it was more that, stay away from the bad things, stay away from things that aren't worth it. Get a lawyer, make sure they look over your contracts, don't take bad deals. But my folks was really more of, you can always call us, and son, you can always come home.
Yeah.
So I'm fortunate that was my send off for sure.
Yes, that's amazing. I feel the same. Like, so that gives us a security, right? Like, okay, if anything goes right, I have always home to go back. And unfortunately, it's not everybody.
It's not like that. It's like knowing that you can go home, man. That shit, it give you power, because it's like they dangle carrots out here. I can make you a star, or I need to be with this person so I can get in this room and work with that person. So I'm willing to deal with a mountain of bullshit that I wouldn't normally deal with from other people. I'm willing to let people talk to me in ways that I wouldn't normally let people talk to me because I'm trying to get on, or I'm trying to blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I understand that. But when you have this, bruh, fuck this, I got a mama that loves me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I can go home and feel real love. It's like, it just, because you should be hungry, not desperate.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. What was your biggest misconception about LA before moving, and then when you got here, like the reality, like, oh shit?
I mean, on TV is one of two things. It's either really, really glamorous, or it's very gang related. On TV, they either show the glamorous life or a bunch of street gangs. You know what I mean? And what they really don't show is just everyday LA culture. You know what I'm saying? The contribution of the brown people who live here, the Mexican Americans who live here. LA ain't LA without the Mexicans. It's just a fact. Mm-hmm. Hole in the wall taco shops, fire. Mm-hmm. Some of the food, fire. Because most times when it comes to LA, like I said before, it's entertainment one way or the other. But there's a lot of chill as fuck, down to earth, born and raised Angelinos out here that just make this place so amazing. So I think that part is what I wasn't ready for. Also being from Kansas City, living in Kansas City, Kansas, living in Kansas City, Missouri, and living in the suburbs that surround it, it's not a lot of homeless people out there that are visible. You got to like go downtown to see it. And even then, it's small in number compared to here. So it was just a bunch of reminders. And like in my mind, I'm like, all right, these folks got families somewhere at one point in their life. So it was just like, all right, man, don't get too full of yourself, because that could easily be you. Stay hungry so that don't be you. And I noticed that people drive past like those folks ain't even there. So it was like, yo, do not sink. Keep swimming, bruh. Because people they care, but they ain't got enough time to care that much. You know?
They're like too busy.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy out here. And I feel it's getting worse. I always wonder, because when I moved in, right now it's worse than before when I moved here 13 years ago. But I was always wonder. I was like, because there's so many talented people, I wonder how many of them are artists, you know, that got lost or got in drugs and you know, got lost in the way. So yeah, it's really sad.
It's a lot of shit out here. It's a lot of stuff, man, that can just distract you. Even though you don't realize you're being distracted. And you just, you know, you gotta keep the main thing for sure.
Okay, so I met you playing in church a while ago. How those experiences shape you as an artist, and how was the transition? Like when you decide not to play in church anymore and just work in the mainstream industry?
I don't really, it was easy because I don't really see them that separate, you know. There's almost every artist I've ever worked with has a level of faith one way or the other, you know what I'm saying? And like, I think we're just so used to saying church, but I want to give peace, shout outs, shalom blessings to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Same thing with my Jewish brothers and sisters. Same thing with my brothers and sisters that practice Buddhism or Hinduism. I know all those walks of life. And, you know, a foundation for faith is in almost every walk of life, way bigger than just church. So that's that. You know, it was easy.
And that's one thing I feel like who is on the outside doesn't know, because we see on TV or social media, people like talking, oh, LA is bad, the industry. Of course, there's like the bad side of this, everything. But, oh, it's demoniac. But I was like, a lot of people that I know that is in the industry have their faith, like they're godly people, like like a lot of the writers, the producers, the artists, like, so
I think it's a misconception, because it's like, but like to me, that's just lazy thinking. It's easier for me to go, oh man, them folks is crazy over there, or those people are godless according to my definition of what godliness should look like. You know what I'm saying? I'm real big on that, because I'm not overly churched out, because you can find a shark anywhere, you know?
Yes.
So like, that's why I don't really hold one in higher regard to the other. But I do think there's a misconception that, yo man, we people. And like, when it's cold outside, we get cold. When we hungry, we hungry. When we need money, man, we need money, you know? Anxiety is a real thing for everybody, and I don't think people escape it. I don't think that I think people think that because you make the move to LA, your life is automatically better than theirs. And I also think there's a little resentment in it, where it's like, all right, it's easier for you to assume that my life is just like that just because I moved to LA. Well, if that's true, why haven't you moved to LA?
Move. Yeah, and there's the hate, right? Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
they don't have the courage to come here and hustle.
It's like, if you think that everybody in LA is just partying and we have no worries, my goodness, you should move here too.
Yes.
Like, why would you want to stay where you're at when you know we're over here with no worries, just living our life? Now, so I think there's this misconception that LA, isn't, nobody takes things serious here, or people go, oh man, you ain't got no problems, you in LA kicking it. I'm like, bro, my rent is a mortgage.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
people
saying?
being working hard here, like
Yeah.
to survive here, it's not easy,
Yeah, for what I pay
especially
for
as an
my
artist.
rent, man, I will have a very gorgeous home
Yes.
back in Kansas City. And you know, I think I lost my train of thought. People say things like, "Yo, you don't have any worries." Yeah, it's just. I think there's a lot of projection,
Yeah.
and it's like, you know, that's gonna happen, man. That's gonna happen. But like, I'll tell anybody, when you live in LA and you're an artist and you're not signed to a big label with a full staff team, because there are two very different artist experiences out here. Mm-hmm. There's the major label route for people that they care about, because I can't even say it's the major label route for everybody. If the major label sees you as a priority, then yeah, your music career is going to look different. Endorsements that honestly you didn't do anything to get, you just got them because you're with the label.
Yeah.
TV appearances, tours, festival slots, somebody who has your whole schedule planned out, somebody else that just travels with you to make sure you're good, accommodations, and you're like, man, that's one route. And then there's like, you know, the indie route where you are your executive producer, you are your CEO, your COO. For me, you know, a good friend of mine, Harmony Samuels, taught me long time ago. And shout out to Harmony, who's a super dope writer, producer, artist himself. But he told me, he was like, man, you will either spend time figuring out how to do it or you will spend money. And I was like, well, shit, I don't have no money. So let's put this time in. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
how I did.
And I don't think most people realize that, but like, LA is full of entrepreneurs. That's what it is. It's like, there's the business side. Okay, I'll learn how to be an engineer and mix my own records, because people are giving me different prices of blah, blah, blah. And I may not always have money for that. It ain't that you ain't got money, but it's like, okay, you're making an album that costs money. You're shooting videos that cost money, but you still have to eat. So you got your grocery store budget. You got your rent. You got all these things that you still have to be a functioning adult out here. So like there's that. And then there's this other side. So when you're an indie artist, you are your sound engineer. You are your producer, your writer,
Everything.
your everything, your wardrobe stylist,
Editor.
your photographer, and like even the videos that we see, you know what I'm saying? Like take them, edit them. I'm always on the apps. Like I love doing app dives just because it's like, okay, content matters. What the content looks like matters. How I present it matters. You just have to take a lot of inventory to a lot of things. So there's a lot of inventory, folks. And then now you're thinking, okay, well, let me not just make a song. Let's start a podcast. Let's start a vlog. Let me do where pay what you think I'm worth. There's a lot of artists who have really cracked the code, like, you know, Russell.
You have to
like,
find different ways to.
Yes, you do.
Because if we would depend just on streams.
Well, streams are a ripoff.
Yeah, it's just like an advertisement for
People
free.
be like, oh, I got 1 million streams. I'm like, okay, that was roughly almost barely $3,000. So it's like, I can make that in a week. I can make that in a few days. I can make that in a day, versus all the money that you put into an album or somebody just to stream it a million times and you'd only get $3,000 because you got 1 million streams, which is not easy to do depending on your resources and your know-how. So, I think that's what it is. People ask me, they're like, okay, what do you learn in LA? I'm like, in LA, you learn what you're made of. That's what you learn in LA. You learn in LA what you're made of, and you learn to figure it out. Because
you got to figure it out.
Ain't no other choice, man. Figure it out.
Yes.
Nobody cares. Figure it out.
Nobody cares. What's the biggest project that you work on that you're really proud of?
Oh, man. Outside of my own, it's a toss-up between Popstar Academy and 11:11 Chris Brown.
Love it.
And it's crazy because they were happening at the same time. Popstar Academy is on Netflix. Shout out to Missy, for sure. Shout out to Michael. And of course, shout out to Cat's Eye, the whole team. You know, Mitra, Jay, Michelle, Bart, blah, 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 Sylvia. The list goes on and on. But that was, and Nadia, who directed that whole thing. She's amazing. Like that was. And then, because you know what it is, you start naming people.
Yeah,
if you don't name somebody,
like,
it's like, oh, you forgot me. But it's not like that. Like, shout out to everybody who was there. That was really cool because it was like, okay, being able to take what you've learned and not just mold a group of folks trying to make an amazing K-pop opportunity for themselves, but it got showed to the world on Netflix. It's like, damn, I'm on Netflix. And I'm not like on Netflix for 2 minutes. Like I'm on Netflix.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that appearance and some of the things like that you want people to know, you get to do in a medium like that. It's like, okay, yeah, this is K-pop. This is high level on every level. But when the camera's on me, I won't be a monster. So people can know you don't have to tear people down to build them up. Mm-hmm. I think that was why I loved Popstar Academy so much. I think that's why I love that, and that's why it was so big to me, because that carries on. I have been stopped at malls before, people coming to me, oh my God, I saw you on this, and you were just so good, you know, with the girls trying to make the group. That was really dope. The relationships that lasted with the people who didn't make the group and the people who did make the group. Like I'm tight with all of them. So that's one side. Other side, Chris Brown 1111. When I first moved to LA, I would go to the beach at night because I didn't have nothing else to do. So go drive, go try to figure the city out, go get lost on purpose just so I could know where I am and blah, blah, blah. And most nights ended up at the beach, and I would sit back and I would look at the buildings on Ocean Ave and be like, yo, one day I'm going to make music for Chris Brown. I used to say that all the time. I'm like, I'm going to make the songs that make people dance. I'm going to win an award doing it. Like, so that was cool. That went from, hey, I got a layup for you. Can you do some strings on this record? Luckiest man. And I got to give a lot of credit to Rockstar for that. Shout out to the homie Rockstar for that. It was just like, all right, now do this part, and then I'm going to get you on this record. Call me every day, boom. And I worked on both of those records without meeting Chris. And it wasn't until 1111 where it was like, all right, walk you in, make the introduction, and we're going to make some amazing music. And the professional relationship with Chris Brown grew, where it was, I'm not just coming in, it's like, yo, call Gabe. I want him to work on this part. All right, cool. Like, you know, I was called in to work on 1111, Angel Numbers.
Amazing. Which
is wonderful. It was like, okay, because, well, now get Gabe. He knows he's musical. I want this musical to sound blah, blah, blah. Get Gabe for that. Making Summer Too Hot. Making Feel Something. I had 3 singles.
You have the hits.
Can you believe it? I had 3 singles on 1111. I had a total of 7 records on there. And that was really, really big because Chris Brown is one of the biggest artists in the world. He's one of the biggest artists of all time. And being behind the curtain and actually watching this man work, like, he's not lazy. He has an embarrassment of riches. I'm not talking about useless shit he buys. I'm talking about Chris. When Chris gets a track, it's rarely somebody's throwaway track. It's rarely the track that was like, okay, I was just bullshitting around. Let me just send it to Chris. Most times it's a track that you put some time on. Yeah. You probably prayed over it before you sent it in. Like, he's getting people's best work all the time. And to still be like, nah, Gabe, let's make this from scratch. I want to make this, blah, 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 blah. To know that what you were doing was able to stand up to an onslaught of good music from amazing people who were just trying to get their foot in the door like I am, blah, blah, blah. So it's no shade to them. So, but to be there for that journey, you learn so much, man. It's like I'm just watching the way you move, how it's like, okay, how he cuts his records, how he approaches his stacks, how he approaches his vocal cups, how quick he is locked in with his engineer, who is amazing. Shout out to JP. And just watching that whole process, you know what I mean?
When it's time, it's time.
Yeah, it's sick, man. So like that album won a Grammy.
I'm so happy for you. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I always say every time I see you, I'm like, I'm a big fan.
Thank you, Angel.
How you feel being a Grammy Award winner? It's a winner. It's not just nominated. It's winner. And what a dream come true.
It's cool. It is very much. This one feels like because I did so much work on the album, the Grammy really feels like
you own it.
Like the portion of it that I, because this is Chris, and this is Chris Grammy because he has to co-sign. He's got to get out there, sell it, perform it, blase, bring it to life. Well, wow. But I still feel like, nah, man. Like I feel like, even with all of that, because it's all true, I feel like, nah, my fingerprints is on it.
Yes.
And these aren't my words. These are Chris Brown's words. It was crazy. We went to the album release party. This is so cool, man. I'm just happy to be there. Walking around, you seeing family like, damn, there go 2 Chainz. Oh, damn, there go, Woody from Power. There go, oh, damn, there go Shorty from this video. It's just like, it's all of this shit. And then we go to an after set. And I get there a little late, and Chris is like, bro, there you are. Hey, what was I just saying? And his boy goes, yo, you were just saying, where's Gabe? And I was like, oh, man, my bad, man. I had to park down the street. I got to park down the street.
We're going to find that.
You know what I'm saying? I got to find parking.
You got to find that street parking.
Some people park right up front, Chris. Other people, they don't know who I am yet. So it's like, I got to park down the street. I was like, oh, man, my bad, bro. I had to park down the street, get blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I'm here, bro. And he just unsolicited, out of nowhere, in front of a gang of producers that I respect, in front of a gang of artists that I respect. He goes, bro, you're always telling me congratulations and thank you. He said, and I get it. He said, you being cool. You're just trying to be humble. He was like, I totally get that. He's like, but fuck that. This is our shit. He was like, your fingerprints are all over this album. So thank you. Congratulations to you. This is our shit. Like, to hear that,
yes,
unsolicited, and he said it loud. And he said it, everybody got quiet. And I was just standing there like, and I was like, wow, bro, I'm speechless. I didn't know you were going to say that. Thank you so much. And it was just literally like, whoa. The validation that you long for. Because sometimes it's like, all right, for me, there's so many things I want with music, from music, for my life, for my personal life, blah, blah, blah. But one of them was just the respect of the people that, everybody grew up idolizing them one way or the other. And it was just like, nah, bro, we did this. Not just me. You are over this. So thank you. Congrats to you. For him to do that, it was...
I'm so happy for both of you because I love him. I think it took a long time, like too much. I'm like, he was supposed to have way more Grammys, way more recognition. And you too, like I always have this humble image of you because you are the shit.
Oh, thank you.
Like you were so freaking talented, anointed, I always tell you, and you always carry yourself in a humble way. You never disrespect people just because you are amazing and maybe better than a bunch of others. And I'm so happy for you guys because that's I love him for this. It's good to learn this story.
Shout out to Certified Winner.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs. It's a song we got together called Certified Winner.
I told you that day we were recording. I was like, is your time coming? I feel it. And next going to be your Grammys.
Oh, yes, it will. It's going to be our Grammys.
Yes.
For everybody who don't know, man, Angel B is everything. She shoots this. This is her set. She designs it. She edits these videos. When we do her music videos, she pays for the location. She pays for the choreography. She pays for the makeup, wardrobe stylist. She hires her own dancers. She'll work overtime, quadruple overtime, just to get the money and then put it back into her career. She's not lazy. She's driven. There was nobody who wanted to show her how to do the shit, so she enrolled in the 1500 or Nothing Academy and learned how to do it on her own with those amazing people. Angel is amazing in every way, bro. She's driven. Like, she deserves bigger platforms. I want you to know that. And I always tell you, it's like, yo, your hustle is divine, bro.
We're gonna get it. We're getting it.
Yes, we are.
We're on our way.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
So we know like it takes time.
Yes.
We know it takes time. It
does,
takes
boy. Takes time.
resilience.
Yes, it does.
At any point, did you thought about giving up? You're like,
Leaving this
okay,
shit?
I'm done with this shit.
Yes. People are like, bro, I ain't never thought about quitting.
Yeah,
you
no.
know, it's like, I've thought about what else could I be doing. You know, I get it. I don't like to think about quitting because then that shit can fester. So, no, I don't think about quitting. But I've been thinking about myself, all right, keep the why in the front, boy. Keep the why in the front. And run like this. Don't run like that. Don't run looking back. Don't run looking to the left and the right because that will fuck with you. Yeah. Get them horse blinders on and run like that. Yeah, I am.
That's good, because was one of my next question. Like, did you get yourself at any point like with comparison? Like, especially with the social media era, right? That is everything on your face. Like,
you know, it's almost, it's not impossible, but it's just like, because you see certain people, for whatever reason, every idea they do takes off. And it's just like, wow. And then you try that idea, doesn't take off for you, or, you know, people don't want to admit it. You know, pretty privilege is a real thing for guys and girls. It's like, okay, this person is gorgeous, so they got followers. And it's like, you know, it's almost like an advertised look at me business, which is, again, I know some huge social media personalities. The homie Don Benjamin, Leanne V, they're huge on social media. Some of the sweetest people, some of the most chill, down-to-earth people you'll ever meet. You know what I'm saying? It's like they are very, very successful doing their thing, but beautiful people. But if you're not careful, you'll just be looking at, you know, you'll be looking at everything they're doing and be like, oh, man, they just got it all. It's like, well, you don't know how hard they fought for what they got. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the, hey, look at that.
we have a visitor.
She got dogs. They're cute.
Yeah, they might just come in a shot. I was
It's all
like,
good.
go lay down, Queen.
So, like, I think that's probably the biggest part. It's like, even with social media, you really, if you're looking at somebody else's page, don't look at it for envy. Look at it for inspiration. Look at it to take notes, because hating ain't going to get you any more followers. It ain't going to get you no more hits. It ain't going to get people to look at your content or share your content. You being a hater ain't going to do nothing but make you be a hater. And you don't want to feed that negative energy, man. So it's like, I look at different pages sometime, and instead of being like, why, I just be like, that's fire. Let me borrow some of that. Oh, I love that. That's a brilliant idea. Oh, I do that. Let me bring that over here. Oh, I love how they present their format in general. It's very intentional. So it's like, you know, you can look at these things and just, if you're smart, you learn.
Yes.
You know, because
I always tell people, do not compare yourself. Like, just get inspired, because we all are different and unique beings.
Yes.
Like, we always gonna have something different than the other person. So just be happy with yourself. And
you know, hating is self-sabotaging.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hating is self-sabotaging. If you're smart, yeah, man, let me pick your brain for a second. And if they don't want to talk, just look at their page. No, that's fire. You know?
Yeah.
Smart people learning.
Yes. We just observe and learn.
Boy.
There's anything in your journey that you wish you would have done differently?
Probably 1,000,001 things.
We always rethinking life.
Yeah. It's like, people be like, I wouldn't change a thing. I'm like, shit. You know? I might change quite a few things. You know? Because it's like, all right, cool. If I could have did it different and avoided stress, why wouldn't I change that? That's stupid. I don't believe in that. I wouldn't change a thing. Shit. I would change shit. What would I change that I could speak to directly? I left my job, and I realized, because I was a pharmaceutical sales rep for a Fortune 500 company. Mm-hmm. I went to school, y'all. You know, got a degree and went
educating.
To school. That's hilarious. So I probably would have approached money different, for sure. Because most people, they have big dreams, but they got small bank accounts, or they got big dreams and they don't have a work ethic like at Angel B, where it's like, I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna learn how to film, I'm gonna learn how to edit, I'm gonna learn how to, do everything and be a one-stop shop like you are. So I would probably change that differently, and I would let more room in for life and for room for love and for happiness. Everybody's like, yo, I'm driven, I gotta get it, so I ain't got time for nothing. And it's like, I get it, but in the same breath, only people who say you can't have it all are people, you ain't gotta listen to nobody. If you got somebody in your life or that's in your corner, whether it's a lover or just a friend who's down for you, let them be there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you get a chance to take a road trip somewhere nice or a flight somewhere nice, go take the trip. You get a chance to go home for the holidays, go home. Like, this music ain't going nowhere.
Yes, I'm on that vibe. I'm like, I'm going to enjoy my life. Because sometimes we be so like, I don't want nobody. I don't want a relationship. I want to just, I need this. I need to get to this. And life goes so fast.
You don't realize it. I got this thing that I say, my mom and me. It's the funniest shit ever. All right, so we would drive from Kansas City to St. Louis, which is roughly Kansas City, Kansas City, Missouri is right here. St. Louis, Missouri is over here. It takes, on average, 4 hours to get there. Takes me 3.5, maybe 3 hours or 45 minutes to get there. I don't stop for gas. I don't stop for the bathroom. I don't stop for shit. And I'm speeding. You know what I mean? Why? Because I got to get there. It takes my mom 5.5 hours to get there. Why? She's not going to speed. If she sees a fruit stand, my mom a country girl, she see a fruit stand, she getting out, and she going to get some fruit, and she ain't just going to get the fruit. She going to thump the melon to get the ripe one and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? And she'll get there. And what's crazy is when I finally would get to St. Louis, I'd be like, damn, I was rushing, and now I don't have anything to do. This is whatever. My mother shows up an hour, 2 hours later with a car full of shit, brand new memories, man. Had a much better time getting here.
She's smelling the flowers.
Yeah, just very much.
Present in the moment.
She don't look flushed at all. She relaxed. You know what I mean? Yeah. She had to go to the bathroom. I pull over, go to a gas station. Oh, that looks fun. Let me get one of those. Oh, that's cool. We'll get to St. Louis. We'll have so much more, So like,
is that an artist thing? Because I feel like my whole life, not right now, like the past 2 years, it's been different. Because I'm start being aware, but I was always rushing.
I think
rushing.
I think the media. I'm gonna say the media. I'm gonna say society, because it's not just the media. I know it happens in churches a lot. It does. The word of the day, the flavor of the month is the word purpose, and people say that shit all the time, and nobody can ever tell you the exact way to get to your purpose, but saying understand your purpose, that shit just sounds deep. So I think a lot of people pimp that word and get followers, messages, money from it, whether you in church or not. That's what I honestly think about it. And it's like, okay, if these people are not in alignment with your purpose, cut them out your life. It's like, man, get the fuck out of here. If these people are down for you and you can call them when you need them, keep them in your life. You need some real people to be like,
oh, yeah,
bro, I thought that beat was just all right. Well, what do you know? You don't do music. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but here's the deal. Most of the folks who do music don't stream it, don't buy it, don't go to concerts, don't buy merch, don't pull up to your shit unless they can get it for free. Them motherfuckers are awful, right? Yeah. My industry friends are some assholes, man.
Yeah, my close friends are not in music. Yeah, and it is another type of conversation. You learn so much too, other walks of life, inspire, keep you grounded. Like you need people to check you need that. on your BS.
Boy, you need that. You know what I'm saying? It's like the casual fan don't produce. Yeah. The casual fan ain't at Millennium taking 1,000 dance classes and shit. The casual fan is a school teacher or a college student or a high school sophomore. But those are the people who show up to the shows and actually buy the tickets, buy the merchandise, listen to your songs. Because most times the misconception is, let me make this music and I'm going to impress all of my producer buddies. Yeah, they might be impressed, but they not going to buy a ticket to come to your show unless they are on the list. It's like, yeah, I think there's a misconception of that. So, like, I'm not really down with I can only walk with people that are in alignment for my purpose. That sounds like an asshole.
Yeah.
I full-heartedly reject that. I walk with people who are genuine.
Yes, 100%.
I walk with people who tell me the truth, and I walk with positive people. And you don't have to be in my business or quote unquote purpose. I fucking hate that word these days. I walk with positive people who aren't haters. Yes. You know, the millionaires that I know from the Fortune 500 companies. From, you know, I know some execs at Salesforce up in San Francisco, some really dope marketers, and I never really hear them tell me be realistic. They say, hey, society has a plan for how you should live your life, but you got to have that for yourself, and you got to know yourself. And they will say, put a plan together, but they will also say, go get what you're worth. They wouldn't go, well, statistically, you know, this don't really happen in these weeks. I was like, I only hear thousandaires tell me to be realistic. Yeah. I never heard a millionaire tell me to be realistic, you know? So, yeah.
There's that.
I know, right? I talk so much.
No, I love it. That's the purpose. All this is like just having conversations. But I feel like that's how we grow. That's why, like, the people I'm having this first season is like people that I'm close, that I have those type of conversations, because that's how we learn. That's how we grow, evolve. So I want to change the subject.
Yes. Change
for the
subject.
Girls. Are you single? Married? Are you single with baby mama, single with an ex? You know, nowadays you gotta ask.
My personal business all in here. Next question.
I don't know. Maybe there's someone out there like your future wife watching.
Listen, I'm a lot to deal with. I'm working on me. Next.
He's like, don't put my business
out
there.
No, that is not happening today.
Okay, so when you're cruising with a date for the first time, what's your go-to artist? Like, what are you gonna play? Or you're like, I'm gonna play myself.
I don't play myself. I don't. That's weirdo.
Yeah, right?
You know what I'm saying? What's up, baby? Listen to these me records. I fucking killed that shit, didn't I? That's a lot. What do I play? I try to figure out what they like before we go out, you know.
So you're gonna impress them and just.
Yeah, I try to figure it out before, so at least I can fit the vibe. Like, and now y'all, you can do a little recon. This.
Guys, watch for the games, because I have that done to me once.
Yeah, it's like, because, like, you know, a playlist is like, okay, cool. If you want to play some music that facilitates the vibe, just play some chill music. Yeah. If they want to turn up, ask them. Yo, hey, you can play whatever you like. Just give them the aux and let them play whatever. I tend to do that, or I play something that facilitates conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because there's too many things that need to go right, and there's so many things that can go wrong. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, I would approach it like that if you're in the car. You know, like that's what I would do, because dating and then dating out here.
Oh, that's my question. Do you think it's hard to find real love here in this town and being in the industry?
I think that it is and it isn't, but I think it is for reasons that people may not realize. Sometimes, yeah, the dating scene is not what you think it should be, but you also got to know where to look. It's like, a lot of guys will be like, oh man, girls ain't this, girls ain't that. They only want this and that and this, because a lot of girls do only hang with certain status, and then it's like, well, why would a girl not want fine things if she can get fine things? You got to be able to look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? And then the other part is, well, you go to, it's like going grocery shopping. I'm not comparing women to groceries. I'm just saying, like, all right, well, if I go to Air One costs more money. And it's like, okay, am I willing to spend an exorbitant amount of money for a product, as far as nutrients are concerned, what make this orange juice good? The same products is found at the Ralph's.
Yeah.
But we think that the orange juice at Air One is better because it's got this whatever. Well, realistically, this orange juice at the Ralph's has the same nutrients, and it don't cost as much. So instead of getting mad at Air One for costing so much, you can either raise your game to afford Air One, or you can be like, yo, I don't want to go through all of that for some fucking orange juice. And I'm going to go to Ralph's where this is just as healthy, and I'm going to value it just as much as I would value it somewhere else. So I look at dating like that. It's like, all right, if you want a certain type of girl that looks like they fit the arm of a super producer, then yeah, that's probably going to hit you a little harder versus just finding somebody who is an amazing person that you're attracted to, because you got to be attracted.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like a wonderful conversationalist. Like, I'm very sapiosexual. Mm-hmm. That's somebody who's attracted to intelligent women.
Oh, yeah. I need to like think the guy, I think I have to find the guy intelligent. Like, yes. I have to be learning from him. Yes. If not, I'm like, nah. It's
just like, smart is sexy. So I know that if I can talk to somebody about politics, because I'm into politics, and people are like, well, I don't really get involved in politics. I'm like, well, whether you get into it or not, policies that happen do affect your life.
Oh, yeah, it affects everyone's life.
Yeah, it's like, no matter which way you vote, no matter what you think about the candidates, you should know that there's a bill that's going to mess with, I don't know, medical insurance.
Yeah.
Like, whether you in politics or not, you should know that. Why? Because if something happens to you and you get sick or whatever.
But I think that's part of the program. Yeah. They make us hate since we're young in school. And nowadays I'm like, yo, I wish I was more into when I was younger, like to make the difference earlier, because they just being.
Yeah, they be on some shit.
On some shit.
Yeah, so I guess when it comes to dating in LA, I would probably say, yo, and then make sure it ain't you. Because sometimes it ain't nothing wrong with people. It's just you. Mm-hmm. It's like, does your breath stink? Do you talk and always interrupt the conversation so they don't get a word in? Maybe you do and you don't realize it.
Yeah.
Maybe you got a wandering eye and you don't even realize it. So you looking at everything in the place except for shorty that you brought on the date with you, and they notice that. It could be a bunch of things, but you could also be the problem. You could be the problem. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we always can get better, right? In everything.
There's always room for improvement.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah. But I think like this social media kind of messed it up. When I was younger, it wasn't about, the car he drives or this and that. He's going to take me for trips and, he's going to give me a Louis Vuitton purse. And now I think social media kind of messed it up. This generation's like.
I think social media keeps everybody in high school.
Yes.
It's like social media, like whether people want to admit it or not, people will end up following a trend that's really fucking dumb. They'll end up liking a song that's really fucking trash.
Yeah.
Because the influencer that they like plays this song, or they dress this way, or they travel to this place. And now you're like, oh, well, maybe I should try to wear that. Or maybe I'm like, you know where else they do that? High school, bruh.
Oh, yeah. There's a video, I think it's Erykah Badu saying 90% of the people are followers.
Yes.
And 10 are leaders.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? And then like you find out, even people on social media are paid to play that song.
Oh, yeah.
They're paid to wear this clothes. They're paid to travel to that place. They're paid to always have this song in their backdrop, and all of a sudden, now you're doing this trend. It's like,
yes,
I'm good.
Yeah, I can see when it's a rollout. Like when everybody starts doing it on TikTok, I'm like, bitch, you pay for that. That's a rollout.
It's a rollout, bro.
People don't even know.
Rollout. People don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they just fall. What's the most valuable lesson you learned pursuing your passion?
This was asked to me before. Be grateful And now I'm thinking with the recent accomplishments, be hungry, don't be desperate. And I said this before, but I'll say it again because it's so true. Oh my God, it's so true. Find your luxury. Find your luxury before you find your success. If you find your luxury before you find your success is never tied to your luxury, and your luxury is never held hostage by your success. My luxury is going to the beach. My luxury is going to farmers markets. I'm basic, y'all. Like, yo, what's it like out there in LA? You making music on those folks? Yeah, man, but I go home at the end of that shit. Like, you know, I hear music all the time. If I'm not in the studio, I'm on stage as a music director, or I'm an artist performing my own shit. Either way, it's a very loud day, you know. So
we need to chill out.
Oh my God, right? So for me, I learned I like to go to the beach and look at sunsets, watch the sun go in the water, because I'm from Kansas, where I'm from. Ain't no oceans, just some muddy rivers. So it's like, okay, I get a chance to look at the ocean, and whether I was Grammy nominated, Grammy Award-winning, or none of the above, I can only see this sunset from this spot. You know what I'm saying? Like the person standing next to me can have $1 billion, or they can have 2 pennies. It doesn't matter, because you can only get this sunset from this spot.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I know during the pandemic, a period of my life that I hope we never have to go through again.
Oh yeah.
It was very depressing. You know, like never mind whose fault it was, but like just the results of what we felt as people. Mm-hmm. With everything kind of being cut off. And I didn't go home because I was too afraid. I didn't want to make my mom sick, or I didn't even want to risk it, right? Yeah. So I was in LA, but I lived by the water, and I was at that fucking beach every day, boy. It's just like when everything is still, you know, taken away from you that normally is man-made or materialized, it loses its value. But that beach was still right there. Yeah. And the sun going into that gorgeous ocean, that was there. So that's probably what I hold on to most, because people will get you addicted to a standard of living, to the money, and now you're staying in it because you don't want to wreck your lifestyle. So you're dealing, you know, you're getting a check, or you're dealing with people who are toxic. Yeah. And now you have anxiety about dealing with these folks because they just got one more time to say some shit to you before you go to fuck off and blow the bag anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you find your luxury before you find all of that shit, I can, you know, I love music. I could take it or leave it. And I think that's why I'm blessed. Yeah. It's like 100%. It's like, why? Because what I love to do, I love to go for runs. I like road trips. I like wine. Some people live in LA. I live in California. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, let's go to a club. Let's go to Sequoia. Let's go to the mountains and see the redwoods. Let's explore. Club is so fucking basic. Everywhere has one. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. How much time we got? We got a 3-day weekend this weekend. Everything's off for a holiday. Let's drive north. Let's go to Napa.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, unless I'm working, getting paid, I don't want to go to the club anymore.
Oh my God. Like, that's how, I mean, but that's like, to me, that's a luxury that's not related to work. Yeah. You know?
Exactly. And how can people support you? Talk about your new project you're about to drop.
Oh my God, yo. So the new project is called Tatted Hearts. Sick. It's like that, you know what I'm saying? Yes. How I do that shit. It looks like that. The artwork I have an affinity for tattoos. I have an addiction. It's crazy. But my tattoos are fire though.
I love tattoos, yeah.
Yeah. So like it's a amalgamation of my favorite things, musically anyway. So there's a little / house, little Afrobeat on there. There's a lot of hip hop. There's singing, house music. It's just everything that I like, and I try to create it in a tapestry that flows with one another versus working against each other. And it's called Tatted Hearts. I'm very proud of it. The first single is going to be called Golden. It's got such a bop to it. It's got such a vibe to it. I try to make music that you can play while you are driving. I like road trip music, travel music, because that's the music that kind of facilitates your mood. I want to cruise through the city, play that Dstrk. Why? It's perfect for that.
I can't wait to hear it. I know it's going to be amazing.
I'm very proud of it. And It's coming off the heels of Popstar Academy being out. It's coming off the heels of the Grammy win. And it's like, okay, I've invested so much time to make sure other people sound good. It's me now.
Oh, yeah, it's your time.
Yeah. I've laid the foundation, so I feel ready and I feel confident that we're going to make major moves with it.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I will be there cheering.
Thank you, Angel.
And listening.
As
so
you always support. Thank you.
How they can follow you, I will put in the description too.
Yes, for sure. All of my socials are I am Dstrk. IAM It's like, that's man's district. That's how I spell district. You know what I'm saying? I am Dstrk. Or, you know, go to my website, Team Dstrk, where you can get the music before the streams come out.
Well, yeah, let's do that. Let's support.
Remixes
yes,
of those
let's buy
records.
Directly from the artist.
I'm trying to tell you, boy. Like,
yes.
Yeah, Spotify don't deserve my money.
No,
y'all didn't help me make the fucking album, bro. You know
right? No. Yes.
Yeah.
Buy from the artist, and every time the artist has something directly, please go to the artist.
Please go to the artist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was a pleasure having you. Thank you for always being down for my craziness. Every project, I'm like, yes, yeah. you here.
I absolutely supporting. Love you, Angel. You are amazing. You're an amazing friend to have. You don't just say you support with words, but you also support with action. You support with resources. It's like you're a blessing to my life, and anytime, anywhere that I can be there for you, I jump at the chance to do it because it's you. You know what I'm saying? And that will never change, ever.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And next one, we're going to be going to the Grammys to get your award.
Out there acting a fool on the red carpet.
Yes. Taking our ginger shots.
For sure.
Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, stay tuned. This is Dstrk. Go follow. And yes, see you next time.
Peace.
Hey guys, thank you for watching. This was Open Up with Angel B. I hope you guys got super inspired with the stories. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, to like, share, all of that good stuff. And I will see you next episode. Shout out to my sponsors, Amplifier Entertainment, Sacred Intimacy, and Aesthetic Studios. Go check them out, all the info in the description. And I see you next episode.
Cause they can't replace it. That's why I'd rather see you naked. Let me feel the vacant.